एक दो तीन
1998 saw an abrupt explosion in Indian popular music. With colourful videos and mesmerizing performances, Euphoria would take the country by storm. 12 years and counting, the band is still putting a dhoom in India's heartbeat. With fans ranging from 6 to 60, Euphoria managed to touch multiple generations with their music, lyrics and videos. Euphoria pioneered the Hind rock sound 12 years ago and are still the undisputed champions of this genre. Here is a rare opportunity to revisit the journey of Hind rock through Euphoria's videos.
22 years, numerous lineup changes, 4 albums, 1 compilation album, innumerable songs. Just one thing that kept us together, the passion to do music, and we kept rating the Inarticulate for years. The rating led us to great music at times, some very bad music at times, some memorable ones, some despicable ones, but one thing was always there. It was always Euphoria, and it was always Hind rock and roll. 1988 March was the first time we got on stage. It was for my college, University College of Medical Sciences. एंड तब भी मैंने ही शो ऑर्गेनाइज किया था. 22 साल हो गया, अभी भी मैं ही शो को ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहा हूँ. The first time we got on stage, there was a song that we did, our first original composition, and you have to hear it. It was a song called Eat You Up Alive. It was not the first song I ever wrote, and it was not the first song I ever composed, but it was the first song we played on stage because the whole band thought that we were some kind of, Iron Maiden reincarnates or something like that. The song was like this. So many years I put in here, smiling at your face. Oh baby, baby, you gotta tell me so bad it tastes. I wanna be your lover, I wanna be your friend. I wanna be with you, baby, cause I really like your smell. I wanna be with you, baby, cause I really like your style. You can't stop my hunger, so I'll eat you up alive. Well, that's where it all started. Our legendary appetite for food and all the good things of life. When I say I'm going to eat you up alive, baby, you know what I mean. What? You know what I mean?
No.
Oh. Yeah, so that's where it all started. Then we had a song which went by the name of Loving You is a Crime. Loving You is a Crime was when DJ came into the band.
Yeah. One of the first songs that I picked up.
Yeah, one of the first songs I got to know there was something called a minor chord. I never knew there was a minor chord. Because मुझे तो 3 ही chord आते थे, which was A, D, E. So, लेकिन I think got to know that there was a minor chord, so we had a song in E. And we really thought, we thought this was the greatest song ever made, because wow, what a song it is, the best song Euphoria. Well, forget about Euphoria, any band in the whole world could have composed. It was called Loving Is Crime, and that's where it all started, me always writing about that bad woman, who I loved and who never loved me back. अभी imaginary औरत कौन है?
Your wife, right?
Well, अभी इस documentary में नहीं बताएंगे.
Next one.
लेकिन so we really thought that Loving You is a Crime was the greatest song ever made.
Yeah.
There was a very interesting thing with Loving You is a Crime, was that we thought we're going to make it into a music video, and that time indie pop had just started, so we recorded on tape and we took it to the Magnus Sound office. Magnus Sound was a very big record company at that time, and I still remember the guy, the A&R manager over there, and he put our tape on one side of a deck, and on the other side he put Sting and Eric Clapton's It's Probably Me, one of the greatest songs ever and one of the best recordings ever. And he put on our song and he put on their song. He said, see? And I was like, see, matlab, Sting and Eric Clapton doing a song and like Euphoria? Come on.
And that was just a demo.
It was just a demo. I recorded on 4 tracks, 6 tracks, something like that. And we recorded in a studio where there were rats running around, for the last time, but I saw the tears in your eyes. But yeah, I think what Loving You Time told me is such that कि मैं गाना लिख सकता था, I could make a song. जबकि I could not think of anything beyond English. I really used to think English is the way. And there were so many other songs, but it brought us to Shanana one day, and I will also tell you the story behind that. But loving you is a crime. Oh, baby, it's a crime.
1998 मार्च की बात है. अनिल मुलचंदानी from Archie's Music. He called me up and he just said कि I want to do an album with you. You know, I heard a song of yours on television which was called Ma. And I really feel that, you know, Euphoria is the band I'm looking for, and we'll just do an album with you. I went to his office and you know, he just gave me a check and he said, you know, just go and record. And I said, but don't you want to speak to me about the songs, the music? He said, no, I just trust you. I think you'll do a great album. And I just heard you speak on television and I thought you were great. And just go and do an album. And that's where it all started. And then I spoke to DJ and we decided that
I couldn't believe it. I mean, he actually kind of stopped at some STD booth and he called me up saying that, I mean, brother, you can't believe what's just happened to me. So I said, what? I said, brother, I have just got a check and we are doing an album. And you know, I was just stunned.
You know, and I think the stunning part also was the fact that, you know, we had got rejected by almost everyone. Anyone and everyone in the market, and I think Archie's Music were the only people who really believed in what we were going to do. And I think we'll always be grateful to Anil Ji for whatever he did for us. I think it was what he did for us is unprecedented, and really we can't repay what he did for us. I told DJ, I said, you know, we have to sit down and we have to plan, and we planned the fact that we'll do the entire album in 11 days, and including the mix and everything, we just could, you know, spend for 17 days. And Studio Synthesis was booked, which is owned by our friend Lokesh, and we just said, you know, we just have to go in and we have to do it. The last song that we recorded was Dhoom Pichak. The last song, you know, it was, the entire album was done. We had already recorded 12 tracks, and the 13th track that we did was Dhoom Pichak.
One night I'm just, it just went dhoom in my head. I'm just sitting and I'm just trying to find out, just doodling away with my 5-string guitar and thinking of some song. I think my friend Mr. DJ Bhaduri, and DJ has just fallen in love with a girl.
Let's not get into that.
Why? Her name was Radio Mirchi. So he falls in love with somebody who we'll call Radio Mirchi. So and I'm just thinking, you know, okay, now, and it was totally, the whole situation was really wrong. You know, she was much younger than DJ, and
what do you mean by that? I'm still young.
No, I said she was much younger. You're young, but she was much younger. Like that time,
I'm still not into great.
That time you were 17. She was about 3 years old or something. No?
Yeah, that's good.
अच्छी बात नहीं थी. So I just thought that, you know, like the whole situation is different. They come from different backgrounds, and you know, her father is this, and whatever. So the chances of them actually coming together, being together, is very, very difficult. In a relationship, if a relationship has to work, what is the most important thing that is supposed to happen? And the most important thing that is supposed to happen is only God knows. तो आगे जाने, अब मैं सोचा आगे जाने कृष्ण क्या होगा, does sound good. आगे जाने ईश्वर क्या होगा, does sound good. तो किसका नाम ले? और एक्चुअली हम हिंदुओं में बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, इतने सारे देवी देवता के बहुत सारे नाम हैं, गणेश, भैरव, शिव, भैरव. आगे जाने भैरव क्या होगा? आगे जाने भैरव क्या होगा? आगे जाने महेश क्या होगा? महेश. हम लोग सबसे आई थिंक राम को ही याद करते हैं, जो कि हम लोग जो हिंदू होते हैं. हे राम, हे राम, हाय राम, राम राम. बाकी नहीं. So then I said, okay, fine, you know, आगे जाने राम क्या होगा. तो मुझे अभी तक याद है कि I made the song and I called up DJ at night, and we used to always speak at night about songs. So I called up DJ and I said, DJ, just hear this tune. And DJ says, hey, that sounds very nice. So what is it called? I said, I don't know what's it called. I said, but I know the beat is dhum, pichak, pichak, dhum, dhum, pichak, dhum, pichak, dhum, dhum, pichak, dhum, pichak, dhum, dig, 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 pichak, dhum, pichak, dhum, pichak, dhum, pichak, dhum, pichak, dhum, pichak, dhum,
Wait. DJ being DJ always makes new chords. So my song was just. He said no. He's gonna play something like this. So DJ, what were you playing? So, wow, yeah, that sounds like a like really very very folk. Then when you go to the chorus, my chorus was very simple. It went like. तुम हो मेरी मैं तुम्हारा छोटा सा संसार हमारा आगे जाने राम क्या होगा and DJ made it तुम हो मेरी मैं तुम्हारा छोटा सा संसार हमारा आगे जाने the chords bang so suddenly we have a song which goes हार मेरी धड़कन तारे चांद के हैं संग सितारे साथ रहते हैं वो सारे मैं अकेला रे खिलखिलाती है वो नदियाँ नदिया में है एक नैया नैया का मैं हूँ भैया तू अकेला रे हमारा खींचा सबको पता क्या तेरा मेरा जाता है जो मेरी मैं तुम्हारा छोटा सा संसार हमारा आगे जाने राम क्या होगा जाने राम क्या होगा कहता है जो मेरे जमाना तेरा मेरा प्यार पुराना आगे जाने राम क्या होगा We are recording in Studio Synthesis in Delhi and Pradeep Sarkar walks into the studio and he comes up to me and says hey Palash ye kya hai? I'm going to be talking about a lot about Pradeep Da. Pradeep Da is I'm telling you, he's a phenomenal guy. He's a character. He's brilliant. He's my dada. He's the man. He comes into the studio and says, "Hey, ये साला क्या गाना है? धूम पिचक ये क्या है?" So I say, "Dada, ये हमारी नई एल्बम गाना है." He says, "Hey, Palash, जब भी ये वीडियो बनेगा, मैं बनाऊंगा." Okay, Dada. Now we have the album, we have the song, we have everything ready, and I still remember just before we had released. Duba Duba had come out, which was Silk Root's song, and it was being done by Ravi Udyawar. So I told our company, which is Archie's Music, I said, "Sir, can we have Ravi Udyawar to do the video?" He's okay, fine. So I spoke to Ravi Udyawar, and Ravi says, "Yeah, I'll love to do the song, and we'll shoot Dhoom Pichak on top of a train." I said, "Wow, sounds phenomenal, yeah." I said, "Okay, fine. How much will it cost?" He said, "Cost just about 24 lakhs." In 1998, 24 lakhs was like a lot of money. It still is actually. I said, no way. Anyway, I just want to tell you this, that Ravi's idea was used later in the film Dil Se for Hamma Hamma. Oh, which was Chhaiya Hamma Hamma. Kya farak pada? Chhaiya. Then I go back to Pradeep Da and I'm sitting in his office and I said, "Dada, why don't we go to Banaras? Because I belong to Banaras." He says, so he had an assistant director called Amitabh Bhattacharya, जिनके बारे में हम लोग आपको बाद में बताएंगे. Amitabh says, "Yeah, we'll go to Banaras because this can happen in Banaras, that can happen in Banaras." And suddenly, I said something just like a joke, and Amitabh made it into a proper shoot. We went by Kashi Vishwanath Express, and we all were traveling. And remember, I said, "Dada, who's our heroine?" He said, "A girl called Michelle." So first, yes, it was Michelle, Mabel. These are words that go together well. Suddenly, one very tall and imposing looking girl comes from behind and tells me, "Excuse me, did you call me?" Michelle, Ines, hello. It was completely a new experience to be shooting, and suddenly, oh my god, and the waiting was like unbelievable because the shots, Dada is such a perfectionist, and every shot would take he would take some 35 takes of every shot, so it was just going on and on and on. There's something that'll stay with me, besides the fact that the excitement was unbelievable. That's one of the few times that DJ and I fought. And DJ, I remember, they were all waiting at one place, and we were in the Vishwanath ki Gali. We're shooting in Sindur Gali, and we're in Vishwanath ki Gali. We are right in the middle of it, and there are some 10,000 people on one side and 10,000 people on the other side. And we're shooting in the middle, and you have to shoot, and then you have to stand like this because they are all pass, and then you shoot again, and then you start. It was unbelievable. So we took a long time. I came outside, and DJ just came to me and said, "Ollie, what's up?" So I said, like, "What's up?" He says, "Hey man, we're sitting over here. We feel like extras." I said, "DJ, tujhe kya ho gaya?" Then he said, "All these guys are eating up my head, man." So DJ was like shouting like there was no tomorrow at me. And then in the evening, then I went and I explained to everyone. I said, "Listen, this is a shoot. It cannot happen. It's not like a song. It's not like a concert. It is going to take time.
there is going to be time that you will be sitting and doing nothing. There will be times when you are shooting and somebody else is doing nothing. It is going to happen like that. And we were a 6-member band, and I personally always thought that all the members should be featured. Because I could act, because I was the face of the band, the voice of the band. Pradeep Da insisted that I should be the face of the video and face of the everything. So I said, okay, fine. Otherwise you would have taken somebody else to come and act. Anyway, so that's the only time I think DJ and I ever fought.
In fact, we made up on the way back itself because everybody else went in cars.
Yes.
We took a rickshaw and we talked all the way back to the hotel.
And it was raining.
Yeah.
It was raining like crazy.
Yeah.
DJ is my best friend, guys. He's my best friend. We in fact we are going back, and everybody else naturally they all got in the cars and they went. It was raining, so I told DJ, let's go in a rickshaw. He said, yeah, let's go in a rickshaw. And we always do these things. So we sat in a rickshaw and we got drenched. It was raining like there's no tomorrow, and that was one more reason why we shot the entire video for some 9 days.
Yeah.
The choreography of the entire video, all the girls who came and danced, it was done by my sister Dalia. She had come there along for the shoot. She just came to watch the shoot, and she did the entire choreography. And all the kids who were dancing, those little girls who were dancing, were from a dance school that was run by one of my uncle's friends, and they all came and they danced. And it was just such a family affair.
It was.
My mother was there. My son Kinchu at the time was just 3 years old. He was there, and it was a huge family affair that went on, and Dhoom Picture got made. And I firmly believe this, that Banaras is लोग कहते हैं कि जिसने कोई भी धाम नहीं किया. If you've not gone to any of the holy places, you've gone to Banaras, you've done all the dhams, you've done all the holy places. And I think that's what I felt, that Euphoria we shot our first video over there, and we were blessed by Baba Vishwanath himself, by the city of Banaras. And with those blessings, there's not anything about superstitions, it's not about religion, it's not about communalism, it's just about the fact that, this is just a belief. If we had shot the same thing, say, the Ajmer Sharif, which I completely believe in and I really worship, I would have said the same thing. So Banaras, I think, gave us that energy, that extra power to be who we are and just take us forward.
साथ रहते हैं वो सारे, मैं अकेला रे। खिलखिलाती है वो नदियाँ, नदियाँ में है एक नैया, नैया का मैं हूँ कि भैया, क्यों अकेला रे। अब आ भी जा, सबको पता क्या तेरा मेरा नाता रे। तुम हो मेरी, मैं तुम्हारा, छोटा सा संसार हमारा, आगे जाने राम क्या कहता है जो कहे जमाना, तेरा मेरा प्यार पुराना, आगे जाने राम क्या। जैसे दिया और बाती, सारे सुख दुख के हम साथी, बहकी पुरवैया है गाती, मैं तुम्हारा रे। हो रात मेरी, दिन है तेरे, तेरे आंसू अब है मेरे, प्यार के होंगे सवेरे, ना घबराना रे। अब ना शर्मा, सबको पता क्या तेरा मेरा नाता रे। तुम हो मेरी, मैं तुम्हारा, छोटा सा संसार हमारा, आगे जाने राम क्या होगा। मेरा दुश्मन सारा जमाना, साथ मेरा छोड़ न जाना, आगे जाने राम क्या होगा।